Hey everybody, and happy Friday. Just going to jump in here real quick before I get you to the clip that you're here for. What I'm doing for this week's Freebie Friday, I'm giving you a little teaser of our bank financing course. So what that course is, we're doing a pre-order for a 200-page bank financing book that covers everything from credit to bank financing and all different aspects of getting financed in real estate, no matter what your end disposition strategy is. So this little clip I'm going to put in here. I'm not sure what it is yet. I'll clip it in here in a second and let you know in the title of this video. I think it's going to be something credit related that I hope you can get some information for, and hopefully it's something you haven't heard yet. So watch that. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next Freebie Friday. Have fun.
So keep an eye on your credit. Make sure you're always checking it. You should check it. I would check your credit once a month. Just make sure everything looks good. It's kind of neat because Credit Karma kind of shows you how to improve your score and what you could do better and what's making your score look amazing. And so it's just good to keep a close eye on that. Now, most people don't know this, but if you do have something on your credit report that it shouldn't be there. You should never so the worst thing you can do is let's say a credit, let's say a water bill for $50 hits your credit, late payment. Okay. Most people say, oh, no big deal. The $50 isn't a big deal. I'll go pay that. And then I've got that. And now that's taken care of. And that's not the case. Yes, the bill will be paid, but that late payment's still on your credit report. And so if there's a mistake and you don't think that should be on your report, you need to call the company. First of all, call the company and say, hey, I paid this bill. I want that late payment removed from my credit. If they refuse, go to cfpb.org. cfpb.org or let me verify that. I think it might be gov. And file a complaint. Okay. Now the CFPB doesn't mess around. They are on your side. I don't have it right in front of me, guys, but if you Google CFPB, it'll come right up. Go to their website. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is the website, .com, but you can do CFPB as well. Go on there and dispute. It takes no time to dispute, and they don't mess around. What happens is if you dispute it, the company you're dispute, they contact the company, and if that company doesn't resolve and get back to them within 30 days, it's automatically removed. So if you have a late payment, don't just pay the bill. First, try to get the company to remove it, and then if they don't remove it, then go to CFPB and get it removed. I had a bank like 2 years ago had a charge on my account that showed a late payment that wasn't like, this is a bank I was doing a lot of transactions with, and they were not, I was like, that's not legit. That is you guys' fault. That does not belong on my credit. You need to remove it. And they're like, man, our hands are tied. It was a bigger bank. They're like, man, our hands are tied. We can't remove it. Like, that's just not how it works. So boom, I went to CFPB, made it disappear. It evaporated from my credit report. My credit score went back up. I've helped a lot of people so most people don't realize, but that CFPB does not mess around. And so it's tough. It makes life tough on these guys, and you can get a lot of stuff removed that way if it's on there. So if you see something on your credit report, ask them to remove it. If they don't, contact CFPB, file a claim, a complaint. That takes 3 minutes to fill out the complaint form. It's not a difficult task at all. You can get it done really fast. And then you're more likely to get some movement. And so, and then you can pay the bill. Okay. But don't just pay it off. The other thing too is couple years ago, a local credit union that I did a lot of loans with, there was a guy in town here who went into foreclosure on like 100 houses. And so when they did that, this credit union took a $2 million hit. And so everybody that had all the commercial division, everybody that had loans, like I had a 10-year run with this credit union. They were great. I was very close with the loan officer, but when this happened, they got rid of all of upper management. All these people from the East Coast came in, took over the credit union. This credit union is in really bad shape. The commercial division is now gone. And the lady that I worked with was at this credit union for 30 years, and she got let go. Like, it was just a terrible situation. And so, but this big executive gets on he's giving me problems. And I'm like, hey man, I'm a good borrower. Like, you're canceling. Like, he was trying to cancel all my loans. He wouldn't renew my line of credit, and it just got bad. So I'm like, hey, we need to jump on the phone. I don't know who you are, but I don't like the attitude. I don't like the way you do things. So we got on the phone, and I told him, I just said, hey, he was telling me this, he was telling me that, and this is how it's going to work. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to contact the CFPB, and I'm going to take this up with them. And immediately, attitude changed. So it's a little bit of a tool to keep in your tool belt, because it is a powerful organization, and they are there to protect you. So I think there's, if somebody gets too many complaints from the CFPB, it hurts their, like the institution, the bank institution, it'll start to hurt their reputation with the CFPB, and it's a whole big, opens up a whole nother can of worms for them. So use it only when you need to, but when you need to use it, and get that stuff removed. Let me see. A couple of people had a question. Yes, but you do want to pay it if you owe it. If it's a legit bill, just don't pay it and expect it to go away. Cut a deal where, hey, I'm going to pay this, but I need that to be removed, and then we'll get you all squared up. Try to make a deal like that, because you just don't want that stuff on your credit. A late payment stays on your credit report for like 7 years. And so, I mean, your score will drop immediately, and it will come back up over time, but you still just don't want it on there. I mean, all that stuff adds up, guys. Like, if your score drops 50 points, that could mean a big difference whether or not you get a line of credit or you don't. So don't just accept it, always fight. I think that's about all that I wanted to go through. We're at about an hour here. Now, I want to let you guys know, in this book that you guys are going to be getting next week, the stuff that we just covered on credit score is over 20 pages of the book. So there's a lot more detail in there. And again, I know we go really fast on these calls, but I go into even more detail in that book, and you guys can dive into that. And again, I'm hoping to have that to you guys next week. So we're working really hard to finish it up right now. So any other questions before we jump off? You guys all good?
We're good.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, and I will see you guys next week. How about that?
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks,
All
Matt.
right. Thanks. We'll see you guys. Have a good,
See you later.
good week. Bye.
You too.